In this episode, I'm day hiking the Awendaw passage of the Palmetto Trail. The Palmetto Trail is a project of Palmetto Conservation. When completed, this trail will be approximately 500 miles long and allow you to hike from the Blue Ridge Mountains to the Intracoastal Waterway, all within the state of South Carolina. 380 miles of the trail have been completed over the last 28 years. The trail is both a pedestrian and a bike trail. They refer to the various sections of the trail as passages. 31 passages of various levels of difficulty have been completed. The lengths of the passages range from 1.5 miles to 47.6 miles. On certain passages, designated campsites are available. I'm hiking the Awendaw passage today. The length of this passage is 7.1 miles, and it's rated as easy. The passage is located north of Charleston, South Carolina. I will start at the coastal terminus of the Palmetto Trail and hike inland. My starting trailhead is located in the Buck Hall Recreation Area, and I will end my hike at the Swamp Fox Trailhead. For much of this hike, the trail will be in close proximity to the Awendaw Creek and some salt marshes. My hike is in late September, so I hope to see a lot of waterfowl along the way. It appears from the map that in a few places the trail runs on some roads and a railroad track. The trail is marked with white blazes. It's bow hunting season here, so I'm wearing an orange hat. A link to information on the trail is included in the podcast description. As I'm packing my day pack for my upcoming hike, I started thinking about first aid and emergency considerations. I'm not an expert at all, but here are my considerations when thinking about what first aid items to take with me while hiking. The location of the hike. How easy is it to call for help if you have a medical emergency? Some trails are near urban areas and are heavily traveled, so it's more likely that someone will come by that could provide some aid. Other trails are very remote and lightly traveled, so you may be on your own. Cell phone service. I've been on many trails where there is no cell phone service unless you're on a mountaintop, so calling for help may be difficult, if not impossible. Do you have a hiking companion, or are you hiking alone? Having someone to help you or able to go get help is a big plus. Underlying personal health conditions. Be prepared to handle emergencies that may arise given your individual health situation. Length of the hike. The shorter the hike, the lower the probability of an emergency occurring. Difficulty of the trail and terrain. Some trails are marked strenuous or difficult for a reason. Think about how much easier it is to twist an ankle or be injured in a fall on a steep, rocky trail versus a flat, rock-free terrain. I'm confident there are other considerations that I'm not mentioning, but these are some things that I consider when packing my backpack or day pack. Since today's hike is supposed to be easy and is only 7 miles long, I am bringing my first aid kit in my day pack along with water. I also expect that I should have cell phone service most of the time. I am, however, carrying an emergency blanket, a rain poncho, and a flashlight in case something weird happens and I get stuck on the trail overnight. I'm taking a break about 4.5 miles into my hike. I'm at a canoe launch off of Rosa Green Road. I have a fantastic view of the creek and marsh from here. Today's the perfect day for a hike. It's 69 degrees with a slight breeze. There is a hurricane making landfall in Florida today, and this area will get some severe rains tomorrow, but today it is cloudy and cool here. The hike has been very easy so far. It is quite flat. It's nice to catch a break like this when hiking. So far, I have not seen anyone else on the trail. The first mile and a quarter was in the woods, and that woods had a lot of longleaf pines, some hardwoods, and some palmetto palms. Since then, the trail has followed the creek very closely, and the palms have become much more numerous. The views along the stream and marsh are impressive. I haven't seen a lot of wildlife. I have seen a few egrets, some ducks, and a cardinal. Along this part of the trail, there are benches conveniently located about every half mile or so. The condition of the trail is great. In the wooded areas, it's carpeted with pine needles, which are soft to walk on. There are numerous bridges over the marshes. Many of them look brand new. The wood hasn't even discolored yet. One bridge was very impressive, made of steel, and according to the signage, was donated by a large media conglomerate. You are, however, constantly reminded that you're near civilization on this trail as you hear the steady, low roar of automobile tires on nearby U.S. Highway 17. There are some large spiders I've seen frequently with yellow or beige bodies that seem to enjoy setting their traps across the trail. But otherwise, it has been a very enjoyable hike so far. The remainder of the hike was not as scenic, but it was easy. After I left the canoe launch, I hiked through more woods. I did have to hike through an open area with a stream. I saw 2 deer drinking from the stream, which was nice. This open area consisted of very tall grass and didn't look heavily traveled. I then kept walking through woods until I came upon a road, at which point the trail is on the side of the road and then the side of US 17 for a while. It then goes back through a wooded area for the remainder of the way. I saw a black snake on the trail in this area. The trail does pass through an area with houses nearby before it continues on into the woods. The trail doesn't look heavily traveled at this point, but is mostly in good condition. The trail ends at the intersection with the Swamp Fox Passage in the woods. To get to the Swamp Fox trailhead on US 17, you turn left on the Swamp Fox Trail and hike another half a mile. Overall, today was a great day on an easy trail, and I would recommend hiking the Awendaw passage of the Palmetto Trail. If you're a local and I'm mispronouncing Awendaw, my apologies. A final thought. Enjoying the great outdoors is exciting and fun, but don't engage in strenuous physical activities that are beyond your capabilities or your physical condition. Make sure you know what wildlife you may encounter on your journey so you can be prepared. Also make sure that you carry an emergency medical kit, water, and a map, and always stay on the trail.